And with all the activity in the key state of Iowa these days, you would have thought the presidential caucuses were just a couple of weeks away. President Obama dropped in yesterday to talk jobs, just a few hours ahead of Sarah Palin and right behind the rising star of the GOP race, Michelle Bachmann. ABC's Jay Kepler was there with the president in Iowa. He's back at the White House this morning. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, George. President Obama sounded very much like a candidate when he spoke in Iowa. Sarah Palin, speaking a few hours after him, said that there was still time for her to make up her mind and run for president if she decided to. And if she did, she would commit to the Iowa caucuses 110%. At an all-American Heartland barbecue, as yet non-candidate Sarah Palin would not bite after reporters asked about her daughter's assertion on Fox News that mom had made up her mind.
What is talked about on the fishing boat stays on the fishing boat.
Palin had come to Pella in First in the Nation Coffee, Iowa, for a screening of The Undefeated, a documentary packed with praise.
She was the CEO of 25,000 employees.
Of course, this is Iowa, and campaign season is on, so just 150 miles away.
I love you so much. I appreciate you.
The White House labeled this an official trip, but it sure felt like a candidate on the stump asking for 4 more years.
We've got the capacity not only to get back to where we were, but to get to where we need to be. That's why I ran for president.
But in Iowa and across the country, this withering TV ad attacks the president's economic record, part of a whopping $20 million ad campaign funded by the independent group Karl Rove helped form, Crossroads GPS.
14 million out of work. America drowning in debt. It's time to take away Obama's blank check.
Beginning today with a less than $1 million buy, this ad attacking Republicans.
The Republicans have opposed economic reforms at every turn. We can't rebuild America if they tear down the middle class.
President Obama had attacked third-party groups that do not disclose their donors, like Rove's group, but this new ad is from a group run by his former spokesman, Bill Burton.
We decided it was important to respond to the fact that Karl Rove was running $20 million in negative attack ads some 17 months out from the election.
One of the frontrunners in Iowa, Minnesota Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann, got some good news from a Gallup poll indicating that among Republicans, George, she has very high name recognition, 69%, and very positive voter intensity. When voters like her, they like her
Boy, they
a
sure
lot.
do. In their signs, she's doing much better in New Hampshire as well, and a big crowd for Michelle Bachmann in South Carolina last night. But Jake, we also learned the president's going to be holding this press conference later this morning. He's going to be back on the economy and really focusing in on these increasingly tense debt limit negotiations.
That's right, and one of the messages that he will be conveying to the American people in this press conference is what he has been doing to reduce the debt since last August, what the efforts have been, George.
Okay, Jake, thanks very much, and I'll be anchoring live coverage of President Obama's press conference at 11:30 Eastern. Rob?
Okay, George, but now to a groundbreaking study on